All right. Good morning, everybody. Okay. So this boom 300 and okay, like what we have now, we're selling, and there are a couple of reasons why we're selling. I want us to see from 4 hours time frame. Okay, the 4 hours make clearly the market returning back to the support that became resistance, and you can see failure of the market at this area. Okay, this was a support level before, and you see market retested that region again, and multiple time with weak rejection and eventually fail. So the market is dropping, so the market might make attempts up again to this level, then from there drop down to the first level, which is the point of the previous support that we have. That resistance became support. Okay, so that's where the market will be heading towards to now on 4 hours. So if you come to 15 minutes, you can see that the market has shown this, and we have this also proving that buyers are losing strength and sellers are showing interest in the market, even though we have momentum at this point. But don't forget, the market failed to break this region, so it's expected for the market to drop down first to this level. Then after the market drop to this level, if the market is successful in breaking that region, the market will go below and come all the way to this point. This will be the next point that the market will target, and finally the market will come to this level if it's continuing dropping, if there is no reaction according to that. So if we go to crash 300, also the same thing. Crash also, if you follow my analysis before, I explained that boom 300 is a little bit uh, complicated than crash 300. That if you can analyze based on price action, okay, you will trade crash 300 profitably. And the reason is because if you go to this, you can see that the market respects the trend. The market is an uptrend, and it kept respecting it continuously. If you come to 4 hours, the same thing, you will see clearly that okay, the market make attempt to break this previous resistance, and that's what they make attempt to. You can see failure with weak, the market dropping. Okay, so it's expected for the market to first of all drop to this level. Then after dropping to this level, if it does not, if this level did not hold strong, it will come all the way down to this level and finally to this level. But as we have it now, the market is at a level which is a resistance level. The best to actually do is to see if the resistance will become a support and the market will keep buying, or the market will drop. So ideally, it's not safe to trade. That's just a simple analogy for this currently. For that crash 300, it's not safe to trade currently. But if you look at the boom looks a little bit safe. But don't also dispute the fact that you can lose. Okay, so don't over leverage on your trading. Okay, so if you look at it now, we can see that okay, the market was a bullish market at this point, forming a higher high and higher low, up till the market make a you know the pitch here, and the market never reached that level again. So that's why we expect the market to drop, and we have multiple confirmation swings, sellers inside. Looking at this on 1 hour time frame, this candle was a buy candle before, and it pushed all the way down to sell off. That is, the market spike up as if you want to be a buy, and the market eventually, sellers try to drag it down and eventually make the market to drop, and eventually the market sold. So that's why we are expecting the market to drop down to this level. And once the market drops to this first level, it is ideal, it is advisable that you first of all take your profit. Yeah, you first of all take book the little profit that you have. Then you can now, wait for next opportunity, or possibly if you have better multiple position, you can actually take few profit and hold the remaining to watch what the market will do to the level. Then when the market reacts to the level, if the market break below and kept dropping, there's no reason why you should close the last one. But the moment the market is making reversal at the support, then you know that it is very ideal for you to first of all exit the trade, and you just get out of the market first, and let's see the you see what the market will do. All right, I'm Oluwatosin for Ray Crystal FX, and it has been a little while that I post on the YouTube. So do well to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. You can follow me on WhatsApp. You can follow me on Telegram. And I offer training. I offer Akamani, though the training is a form of academy that is twice a year. And we have we've started the April session already, and the next session we'll be having it will be in August. So if you want to participate in August, you can actually reach me whether on WhatsApp or Telegram, anyone, and we can actually register you. And if you're interested in signal provision, reach out also. Then with an amount you can afford, of course. So it's going to be a great thing. And also we also offer account management. Now in the concept of account management, many people get this thing wrong when they actually coming for account management. Yeah, in every trade there is risk involved, but when it comes to account management, the risk is a little bit high. So it is advisable that you actually use the money you can afford to risk. No, just imagine it. In account management, we promise that within a week we make between 200% to 1000% of your accounts. That means the risk is high in just a week. We're talking about synthetic illnesses now. So the risk is very high. So you just have to understand that. And if you know you can't afford that risk, the ideal thing is to not subscribe to it. Okay. So that it will not just be like your expectation is somehow dash. Okay. Because the truth of the matter is that despite this analysis that the market is respecting, anything can still happen. That's market, that's forex. Okay, and we would have entered the position without emotion because that's what is expected of a trader, and we just wait to see what becomes of the trade. Okay, now you should understand, like I'm saying, in a day when we are looking for to make 100% of your account, it means that we might be exposing your accounts up to 50% of your account might be exposed into the market at that instance, at that moment. So if you think that will not be ideal for you, okay, it's just something that you just forget about it. And also we also offer uh, level up, and level up is every month, and that you pay $50 and you put $50 in your account, and your $50 is meant to grow to $800. Now this is actually signal provided on WhatsApp. Then WhatsApp will be uh, broadcast message that will deliver to you like a personal message. So we're not adding you to any group, we're just adding you to a broadcast list. And once we actually send the signal, it reach you like a personal PM, and you can see it in uh, right at the right moment. We give you the signal, and you can take it, you can use it, and with the target. Now, the way it works is that we're targeting that private for every week the account will be doubled. So your $50 that is in the account at the end of the first week is meant to become $100. The second week is meant your $100 is meant to become 200, and the third week your 200 is meant to become 400, and on the fourth week your 400 is meant to become 800. Now in breaking it down, we only trade volatility and we only trade crash 300 and possibly boom 300. But that boom 300 is possibly because we know that boom 300 sometimes might not so much respect analysis. So we stick much to crash 300 until we see good opportunity on boom 300. Like now, this is a good opportunity to actually get in and get out in a short period of time. And it's a simple concept that, okay, in the first day on the $50, what you are targeting is just $10, and that on the $50, all you just need to trade is just like 0.2 to zero point 0.4, and within 5-10 minutes you have already make your $10. Yes, you have make the $10 and you're done. Once you open the position and there's no spike within 5 minutes, you are gone. And so meaning that we are going to look for the best opportunity that you can enter once and you make your profit, and you can do other things for the day. And just like that, the first, the second, the third, and the fifth. Just like that for the first week, to the second week, to the third week, the fourth week. Now, the concept of the what if eventually things did not go as planned? So the $50 that you pay for the subscription, is $50 you have in your account and you pay $50 for subscription. The $50 that you pay for subscription will be your refund. So we'll refund that $50 back to you. Okay, if you don't hit your target, and that if you follow us strictly and you did not hit the 800 target at the end of the month, so you still get your $50 back. Okay, so that's just how the level of work. And finally, there is one that we also just introduced, and that is actually in form of account management, where we actually have refund policy in place that actually guarantees your fund. Okay, what we do in that area is that we pull funds together from people every week, and we target to make profit, and we promise people and we promise people 50% every week if you're profitable. Now, this is the way it is. It's if we are profitable. So the whole thing is actually being disclosed. Is a transparent platform that you are going to have the login to the account. You send the fund and we put it in a central account. And you personally, you will have the login of the account. You will have your colleagues also in the same Telegram, group, that you can talk. You can actually know from them, you know, like in time, real time, to actually have interaction and know that it's an open source. Then we trade on it. If you're profitable on the account, at the end of the week, you get 50% of what you put in, and one slot is $100, and that happens every week. So payments for each week close on Saturday. And like I said, it's just an open source that you make your choice. Now, the concept of refund also is within a month. That, okay, let's say you monitor the trade and we traded and we lost your account. Within a month, you get back your total fund of $100. If you put for one slot, if you put for more than one slot, you get the number of slots back within a month. Now, some people might ask question that, okay, how did you plan to do the refund policy in the real sense? Okay, number one is that the responsibility to make more than that 50%, then what we make will reserve. And if in case it's not just like that, also we don't stop. Okay, if a week is bad and some people are affected, then the subsequent week we expect it. In as much that we are not gamblers, we traders, we know that it's not all the time that the market will not respect analysis, except you are not a trader, that you're just gambling in the market. So the subsequent one will pay for the previous one, are just as simple as that. And that is why we actually promise 50% to people. And what makes this different from account management is that in account management, let's assume that in a whole week, what we make is 80% of your account because of the way the market is. Instead of making more than 100%, let's say we make just 80%. You're going to get 40%, and we're going to get 40%. But in this case, in this aspect of putting funds together that we call project, if what we make in the total of the week is just 60%, what you get straight away, you get 50%. We are just taking the 10%. You are less concerned in as much that we have made 50% of what you get 50%, and that's just it. And what of people, we did not even make up to 50%, but we are profitable for the week? Whatsoever we make is still yours, and then whatsoever we make is still yours. All we just charge from that is just a 10% for service charge, but the rest is yours. Okay, the rest will be yours at the end of the week. So it's just as yours, as simple as that. This is just it's not a form of investment. Let me be clear about this, because investment promise you return whatsoever it may be, but this doesn't promise you whatsoever it may be. You are able to see it as we are trading, and you make your decision. Okay, at the end of each week, okay, I will continue next week, I will not continue next week. You will know. Okay, if the way the whole thing is going, it's like a transparent means. And if we are not profitable, you're not expecting any return. There's nothing like I don't care, I don't send. You promise, I don't promise. I promise if we're profitable. So you have to understand that. Okay, so this is just the concept around all the things that we offer right now. Now, if you find the video helpful and useful to you, I will just encourage and advise you, please click on the like button. It will help other people to see the video and also benefit from it. Okay, so if it is beneficial to you, and we are not forcing you, but we will be grateful, because it will help YouTube to rank the video and make those who are in need of it to find it also. Okay, and also, if you go back to the list of the video, okay, that I've uploaded before, about there was a strategy that I actually communicated, that it's not just about this analysis, that we actually look at the overall trend of the market and we make decision. Okay, there is the one that I did. I remember that I did, that I actually used moving average and Ichimoku to explain it. Now, some people find it difficult to get the information there. They jump into trade. It's not ideal for you to jump into trade, whether you are trading boom 300, whether you are trading crash 300. When the market, you see that the market is an overbought or oversold level, you will see it clearly with your moving average. Market would have gone, even though the market is still below. In the case of uh, crash and boom 300, you are selling. So if it's still below the moving average on the boom 300, it's not ideal for you to jump into the trade if the market is oversold level. So you will expect the market to first of all make good correction, not just a simple spike that just hits your moving average. Even when the market is oversold, then you jump into trade. Don't you think that the market may want to turn around and change trend again? Because you can't expect the market to continue in a particular trend forever. So this, I think it's because of lack of people's knowledge that they thought it doesn't work. It does work. But what you just need to do is that sometimes you just need to go to a higher time frame to really know. And it's simple. Just put the moving average on it, put every settings, set everything, the stochastic, the moving average, the Chimoku, put everything together on your chart. Instead of just first of all looking at it on 1 minute, go to higher time frame like 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours. To know the overall trend. If it is below the moving average, you know the overall trend at that moment might be sell. Now, I use the word might be because there is tendency that the market has actually sold over time, and the market is about to turn around also. So you need to know that, okay, let me just give us an instance now. This is on 1 hour, right? So let's just put moving average on this. I just want to do this so that people who have actually who have mistaken that information. So let's look at it. 50 moving average, simple. Let's put it like this on it. All right, you can see it's a black now. Sorry, the color is red. So I think the red color is okay. So let me make it very thick. Now, we have it like this. Currently, on a 1 hour time frame, it's so obvious that the market is an uptrend. And look at what I did also, that my take profit, my first take profit was actually here, where it has not really touched the moving average. So meaning that if I really want to buy, I'm waiting for the market to touch the moving average, react up, and I can start buying. Meaning that my selling is still somehow valid, even on 15 minutes. But now you can see that obviously on 1 hour, the market is actually on a buy trend, and the market just started buying not that long ago. So let's go to 15 minutes. You can see now, this 15 minutes, at this point, somebody buying at this level, even though the market touched the moving average at this point, buying at this level because you believe the market is an uptrend is wrong, because the market has started buying from this area. then the market can actually buy a little bit like it did here and never break the previous high. It's just a simple thing that you need to know as a trader, that the market have to overcome the previous high before you can talk about a continuation. If it doesn't overcome the previous high, there is no continuation in that trade. That market is highly possible to reverse. Now, in this case, you can see that the market returned back, and at this point, you should know that the market might reverse and it's even making an attempt to be under the moving average. Eventually, at this point, he successfully come under the moving average here and retrace back to the moving average and starts selling, dropping. Now, on 15 minutes, this is so obvious that the market is a sell trend on 15 minutes. Now, it has come and it has returned again and returned down again. So now we see on 15 minutes that this market is a sell trend. So if I use that strategy, maybe on 1 minute now, all I'm waiting for is the market to spike up, touch the moving average, take my trade, then expect it to drop for maybe 5 ticks, like I have said in that video, 5 ticks. Then you take your trade and you are out. You are out. You keep doing like that. Just a very simple thing. But many of the time, people don't get this. They expect market to just keep going. Most especially those who trade anti-spike. Though they think market will never actually make correction. They just expect the market to keep trading anti-spike continuously. No. The market will do both spike and anti-spike, meaning the market will be buy trend, will also be sell trend. Not just that the market will spike more, the market will turn around and will be spiking for long. So you need to understand this concept. Very, very important. Okay, and this will help you and save you some headache while trading forex. All right, thank you very much, and I hope that you just like the video, make comments so that YouTube can rank the videos. See you.